Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really unique source file. It's a satirical walkthrough for a game that, well, a game a lot of us feel like we're forced to play every single day. Let's get into it.
You know that feeling, right? Like you're stuck on some laggy server, the NPCs are all bugged out, just repeating the same weird lines of dialogue, and the main quest is, let's be honest, it's just confusing. Well, what if that feeling actually had a name?
Meet Asphaltica. The source material calls it a broken-winged open-world game. And lucky for us, we've got the official walkthrough. So we're going to boot this thing up and break down its bizarre game mechanics level by painful level.
All right, Player One, you ready? Your journey, just like so many others, kicks off on the cold, hard asphalt. And now there's no character creation screen, you're just dropped right in. So, good luck with that. And here we go, Level 1, the freeway of eternal regret, such a classic starting zone. The objective seems simple enough, right? Just get from point A to point B, but oh no, the game designers, they had other plans for you.
So your very first boss encounter is the legendary Traffic Blob. Now just take a look at its stats. Its HP is infinite. Yeah, you heard me. You literally cannot defeat it. Its main attack doesn't drain your health. It hits you with existential fatigue, which just drains your will to live. And the loot drop? What do you get for all this suffering? A little bit of rage and some exhaust fumes. Just a terrible reward for a battle you can't even win.
And this quote from a fellow player, or maybe it's just a really sad NPC, it just perfectly captures the dark humor of this game. You've got all the freedom in the world to choose any lane you want, just so long as you don't actually want to move.
After you finally escape the freeway, or let's be real, after the game engine probably crashes and just respawns you somewhere else, you enter the next zone, the beige suburb wastelands. It's this procedurally generated landscape of just crushing conformity. And here, you're going to face your first mini-boss, Karen, the cul-de-sac keeper. Her attacks aren't physical, no, they are purely psychological. The passive-aggressive wave is surprisingly effective. And her special move, "Why isn't your lawn dead yet like ours?" I mean, that really shows you the bizarre, broken logic of this entire zone.
Okay, so you've managed to survive the physical environments. But now the game really starts to test your social stealth skills. Welcome to the social wasteland, where the real challenge is just trying to figure out who's an enemy and who's just a really, really weird NPC.
Next up, we teleport over to the Hollywood Delusion realm. The whole area is covered by this environmental debuff, a plus 50% narcissism cloud that's constantly sapping your humility. And the main mission is basically impossible. You have to escape without buying a $50 burned CD from someone on the sidewalk. Seriously, good luck.
And now for a truly modern level, the pop culture parasocial arena. The enemies here are influencers and vloggers, and they just kind of block your path. But the real danger is the trap. It's the follow me loop. Once you're caught, it triggers this time-wasting QuickTime event where you lose 30 minutes of your actual, real-life time to a TikTok scroll.
Just when you think it can't get any weirder, a secret NPC shows up. It's the legendary Samus Aran from Metroid, and she appears just to roast the game's entire aesthetic. You know the designers messed up when a bounty hunter from an 8-bit game thinks your world looks bad. All right, let's get into the grind. Every open-world game has its dungeons, right? Those frustrating levels you just have to get through to advance the story. Well, in Asphaltica, these are the system's dungeons, the bureaucratic quests you absolutely cannot skip.
First up is the HR Tower of Babel. The progression here is, well, it's clear and it's terrifying. You start at reception with that classic NPC line, then you face the dreaded interview gauntlet, and you inevitably end up in the automated rejection hallway, which is just an infinite loop designed to break your spirit. And who's waiting at the top of the tower? The Director of Talent Acquisition. Just look at these stats. Their weakness is real skill, and they're immune to common sense. So basically, the better you are, the harder the fight is. And your reward for winning? A completely useless junk item for your inventory. Fantastic.
Next, there's this minigame called the Liberty Parking Lot, which is the game's political commentary module. You've got the blue team NPC who says, "We need change." Then you've got the red team NPC who just yells it. But look at the result. For both, it's exactly the same. Nothing changes. The win condition here isn't to pick a side. It's to realize the game is rigged and just walk away.
Of course, no game about modern frustration would be complete with the legendary DMV Maze of Madness. The objective is simple, but the opponents are unpredictable, and the forms are basically enchanted to change right before your eyes. And look at that timer. The stakes are unbelievably high. You lose 1 year of real life for every attempt.
We've faced traffic, suburbs, bureaucracy, everything. Now it's time for the final confrontation. This is the end game, where the designers have just thrown everything they have at you all at once.
Welcome to Level 9, the Freeway DSAC Endgame Zone. It's this terrifying fusion of the first two levels. All the previous enemies have respawned here, and the terrain itself just drains your sanity every single minute you're in it.
And here he is, the final boss, Mayor Basshole, the Beige Overlord. Just look at his moveset, budget announcement, self-congratulatory speech, and my personal favorite, the do-nothing roll. These attacks don't actually deal damage. They just stall the fight indefinitely, basically hoping you'll quit out of sheer boredom.
But let's say you do it. You persevere. You actually defeat the Beige Overlord. You've beaten Asphaltica. The credits roll. But wait, there's a post-credit scene. A secret level has been unlocked.
This is the bonus level, the Millennial Save File Recovery Room, and it's not another fight. It's a place to heal. The items here are retro consoles and classic video game music, and they grant you this powerful buff, plus 50 mental clarity. It's in this room that you finally understand the point of the whole game.
And with that mental clarity, the entire point of this game just clicks into place. All those hours you spent playing video games as a kid, they weren't a waste. They were training. You were learning pattern recognition, learning how to spot a broken system, an unfair rule set, a glitchy world. You've been preparing for Asphaltica your whole life.
And with that realization, you truly win. You see the game for what it is, and you're finally free. You've escaped the tutorial from hell, and now the real game can begin. Thanks for watching.